science music down to the T.
What topics do you usually touch on?
Shoosh. Me and my baby mother have an argument, I might write a song about that. If I experience some joy out of bouncing my kids on my knee, I'll somehow write that into it. Or me coming home late from being Mikey Dee, coming home late to, sleeping kids, and maybe one to just come out here. Shout out to my baby in the background. But yeah, like, I might get a song about it, or, a couple things like, the fake love thing when, I got a lot of my friends that have been with me, and the more following I get at Mikey Dee, the more I don't see them no more. You know what I mean? I'll rap about that. Or, I really do. It's just, it's what I'm going through at the moment.
And that usually sounds like a little bit about what we hear in today's music, pretty much. It's not uncommon to hear about those experiences as an artist, marital problems, friends not being your close friends anymore. But what differentiates you from other artists? Is it your delivery? Is it perhaps the beats? What makes Mikey Dee one of a kind?
That's actually an awesome question. Honestly, that's an awesome question. Honestly, what makes me different is because, like Tupac once said, don't just listen to the beat. Don't just listen to the beat and go with it. Oh, it sounds good. Like Young Thug, to me, Young Thug is like a very talented artist. But the thing is, though, like with me, I am the guy that listens to the beat. Like I said, I'm a musician before I start rapping, so I like beats. Like, but the beat can't just be, the beat can't be just boring. You know what I mean? Like a lot of hip hop artists, we was talking about Common earlier. Like I was a real Common fan, and I didn't realize I didn't even like his beats. Like Questlove did Electric Circus. That's like one of the worst Common albums production-wise, because the music is boring. You know what I mean? Like
you're gonna have a lot of enemies in this audience. Bro.
I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm a Common Sense fan. I'm not a Common fan. You know what I mean? I really.
That's when it was harder, kind of, right?
Yeah, and it was just on it. Like he'll have a song with Lauryn Hill talking about abortion, and you're into it. You know what I mean? Maybe the music. I mean, like I said, I like R&B, but sometimes the beat has to go. We Africans, so at the end of the day, that drum beat gotta work. I don't care how conscious you are, or.
Trust me, I can relate.
I gotta hear that thump. I got to.
I think that's sort of why I turned back to. I had a while when I was listening to conscious music, but I just turned back to the fattening music recently, just because like
it's nothing wrong with it.
So much misogyny. It's so much misogyny though, in this. At least in my it's a fact. It
is. You being honest. It is what it is. But Scarface will have you banging your head and he's talking about something. UGK, like, we talking about UGK, like, they didn't have no conscious rap beats. They had that hard Texas sound. But he telling you, like, I got a pocket full of stones, but you got to do right. Or one day you hear it, next day you gone. I can go on and on. You know what I mean? Tupac is probably the only guy I know that I can write your stanzas, your bars, the way you ride the melody, the way you even accompany it. Maybe mark some chords in there. You know what I mean? I can't really. If I knew it down to a T, I'd probably be somewhere else in my life. But I know my sound, and I know what I like, and I know, it's nothing wrong with like tapping into something you're not used to, but still sounding good. Like we probably sometimes as a black people, African people, we scared of the success, so we follow what we think is right or what we think should be done. You know what I mean? Sometimes I honestly, my manager tell me I second guess myself. Because I don't want to come off like I'm contradicting myself, but then again I don't want to come off like I'm giving them too much. Like somebody after me is gonna say he's telling a story too. You know what I mean? And our stories can be the same way, but same story, different book. You know what I mean? With me, I want you to turn up and realize the beauty in everything, even down to the fact when you hear a song and they be like, oh man, I know this beat. You like. You didn't take this beat? Like, that's a beautiful beat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta enjoy the moment and then write about enjoying the moment. Because if you're enjoying the moment, it's hard to write about something and you're not going through it. It's hard. It's hard to be like, oh, I'm having fun, but you about to get evicted, your baby mother or your baby father killing your life, or you know what I mean? It's hard to come from an honest place if you're not coming from that honest place.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's all on how you feel about yourself. Because with myself, I can be going through the darkest day I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to write a hell of a good song. Like, it's going it back.
That's when it usually happens, huh? When you're just going through that life-changing moment, huh?
For Keisha Cole, it do. For me, sometimes it's both ways. But sometimes when I'm happy, I can make a vicious song. You know what I mean? And I could be going through it. You wouldn't even know I'm going through it because I'm different. Like I could be going through it, but I'm making a love melody. You know what I mean?
So what's your process? You know, do you sit down by the window with the raindrops dropping and write your lyrics? Or
You wouldn't believe me if I told you yes, I do.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe. I got one song with my first joint, my first EP off the porch. It's called Sunday Night. I came home from the club. I used to have a bar. I used to have a bar, you know what I mean, right in my house. And my first bar was, as I sip this Remy on my bar shelf, nothing comes to mind like I'm looking for a scope of mobility in which I see I need to do better. You know what I mean? I just stopped working again. I was writing, I had some Remy at my bar and I'm sitting by my window. I'm an able baby, so I like rain anyway.
Serious question.
Yes.
1738 or VSOP?
Actually, it was VSOP. I'm from uptown, so I don't do too much. It was VSOP. It was VSOP. I ain't get there yet. I told you I just lost my job and all that. That's another good question.
All right, so I love y'all. Thank y'all for the audience.
Yeah, shout out to the audience. Shout out to all these black Africans, men and women in the building, straight up. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause because this is the most I've seen since I've been in here. I'm saying, straight up, straight love.
So talk to me a little bit about your Metro tour. You're going into uncharted territory, a lot of gentrifiers. I mean, you know, young professionals, whoever else you're talking to, you're performing. What's their reaction, you know, when you perform? You
know, honestly, it's been love. Like to quote my little brother, I feel like I made it. Like I be outside in some weird places of the metros. Cause you gotta understand when you out there with a speaker and a DJ and all that, like we not looking for money. So sometimes it looks like that until you realize like he got a whole thing in front of him. I mean, you know, it's funny cause you know some of the black people, the passes or whatever, but the white people that walk by, we get $10, $20. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, wow.
And we ain't get meet with too many gentrifiers or whatever. But when we do, it was on U Street. Matter of fact, it was the other day. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm from DC, but I don't want to feel like just because I'm from DC, I can just pull up anyway with some speakers and just start doing it. You know what I mean? Right. But we was out U Street and I was talking to police officers and you know, because we got to know our laws and stuff. And on U Street, we got a main spot we like to hit. It's a lot of traffic, and, you know, I get my sign out, and a woman was talking to her, like, you know, talking to a police officer, like, how can they just do this? How can they just come up with a DJ or something? And I'm like, I don't know how long she been living here, but, you know, we on U Street. That was Black Hollywood. Mm-hmm. So it can be 10th and U, 11th and U, 13th and U. It was Black Hollywood, you know what I mean? I was telling her, I'm pretty sure I've been living here longer than you. She was asking like the most, you ever had somebody ask you such an outrageous question you don't know how to answer it without like just telling you like, so what? Like, you know, like I couldn't answer the question.
Listen, when I get questions like that, I either stutter or I curse. So
yeah, and it's hard to communicate. It was hard. I didn't know what to say. I feel you. Because she said, why don't you just go to a park? I'm like, because I'm not homeless, like, why am I going to a park? Right. Matter of fact, that day, I just came from a park. Now I'm on U Street. You know what I mean? Like, why do I have to stay in a certain area or whatever? She's like, do you even live here? And I'm like, I've been on U Street before you even thought of coming back to the city or whatever the movement is. Like, I am a real DC native. You know what I mean? Like, it was I couldn't answer so much, but the police officers were right there like, he's been here, bro, miss, he's been here. And he's not breaking any laws. So
that's a great segue to my next. I don't want to cut you off.
No, you're okay.
I have to. Like, this is a great segue to my next question. And I think about, you know, your go-go experience.
Yeah.
They kicking go-go out of DC. You know, T.O.B. still performs at Stadium and wherever else.
Last night.
You know, but go-go in the aggregate, you see less and less of it in DC as DC.
DJ Honey. Okay. Yeah, you can hold it right there.
How long before that?
So this is for the radio. This is for music.
It's so fresh, so raw. Press play, cause baby we on. She try and get turned, so I add a little sauce. She can't get with it, keep it moving. Girls that lost, get lost, get lost. Back, cause the homie too close. Now the boys at the DJ. If she going all out, that's on replay. Hey, put a sexy girl on display. Mikey hop on that, no delay. Cause I don't see no competition these days. Being so cool, at least that's what she say. My Kanye sipping for my broses. Lady cup of rose, I'm about to snatch her up and get lost. So raw, press play, cause baby we on. She try and get turned, so I add a little sauce. She can't get with it, keep it moving. Girl, tell her, get lost, get lost. Back, cause the homie too close. The boy set it off, don't do too much. In the club, get tossed. You can't get with it, radio.
So when y'all get on Instagram, just hashtag Metro Tour. And I probably pop on there try to get by next week. We out Virginia next week though. I like that. Thank you, Ron. Woo. Mikey Dee, hashtag Metro Tour. It'll come up on your Instagram or your Twitter. Or you can just follow me, Roz Mikey _DEE. Come on, Sam. We all on stage, bro. Yeah.
Let's give the brother Mikey Dee another hand, y'all. All eyes on DC.
Shout out to my kids in here. My daughter has the most serious face. Y'all will never make her smile.